New details tonight on a road rage shooting in Haverford Township. A woman and her nephew lucky to be alive after a driver shot at their car more than a dozen times. Police have identified the gunman, but are still searching for answers as to why he opened fire. It is Monday night, and the big story on Action News is the continuing investigation into that burst of gunfire on Westchester Pike. A woman and a 10-year-old child rushed to the hospital following that road rage shooting, but are expected to be okay. Action News reporter Brianna Gallagher live in Haverford with the very latest. Brianna.
Yeah, Rick, well, this all unfolded just before rush hour and could have been a lot worse. Police say Sean Moses was taken into custody within 10 minutes after he allegedly fired 13 shots at an SUV. A woman and her 10-year-old nephew were inside. Thankfully, they are expected to be okay tonight.
And I heard pop, 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 pop.
An unfamiliar sound of gunshots rang out in Havertown this afternoon.
And I heard, which sounded like gunfire to me, but I'm thinking, well, maybe it wasn't. But when I came outside, I saw the yellow tape. They had the street blocked off. There was an ambulance and probably 10 police cars and police officers.
30-year-old Sean Moses of Drexel Hill is now facing charges after police were called to the 2000 block of Westchester Pike for a road rage shooting.
The suspect fired at least 12 rounds into the vehicle, which was occupied by a woman in her mid-40s along with a 10-year-old child.
Bullets struck the hood of the white Jeep Grand Cherokee, the car the woman and her nephew were in. One bullet pierced the windshield. The suspect fled the scene, but police in Upper Darby were able to stop him in less than 10 minutes. Roughly 3.5 miles from the scene, police were able to stop the suspect in a black SUV at Westchester Pike and State Road.
Upper Darby was able to stop the suspect, take him in the custody, and recover the handgun.
People in the area were shocked when they learned what happened.
You don't really hear much going on up here. It's mainly quiet for the most part.
I knew something was up is because I live on Westchester Pike and there was no traffic. And I knew, wow, what the heck is going on here?
Westchester Pike is heavily traveled. While the woman and the 10-year-old are expected to be okay, the situation could have been much worse.
It is a miracle that no one was seriously injured over stupidity of someone firing 12 rounds in a vehicle. Easily, we could be investigating a homicide here today.
Now, police say the female driver was injured from possible glass fragments. The child was not hurt. Moses is facing attempted homicide and aggravated assault charges. We're live in Havertown. Brianna Gallagher, Channel 6 Action News. Rick?
Brianna, thank you. Philadelphia